And I want to show you everything you need to know about Disney Plus. The service launched today, November 12th at $6.99 a month, or $12.99 if you bundle it with Hulu and ESPN Plus. The great thing about this service is for the first time you're getting all Disney content in the same place, whether that's Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, or their recently acquired Nat Geo. On the service, you'll see things from the library like the Disney Vault, as well as other stuff like new original series like the much anticipated Star Wars The Mandalorian, which is the first live-action Star Wars series. Other content on there is Avengers Endgame, the biggest movie that Disney released this year. They originally was supposed to come out in December on Disney Plus, and they moved it ahead just for the launch. Other things on there is an original movie like Lady and the Tramp, which is a live-action remake of the animated picture, and an original series, High School Musical, the series, which is a reboot, kind of like Glee meets High School Musical on Disney Plus. One surprise that came out in April, which will drive a lot of people who might not have signed up for Disney Plus to sign up for it, is The Simpsons. All 30 seasons of The Simpsons are available ad-free because everything on Disney Plus is ad-free. So up top you see the carousel, below you see app tiles for Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. They're really nice, they're animated, and when you click on one, it will take you to a separate section around just that content. So up top you see the original content like Lady and the Tramp and High School Musical. If you scroll down, you see live action movies and animated movies from Disney. If you click into a movie like Frozen, you can either play it or you can add it to your watch list so you can watch it later. The watch list is nice, so as you're building out your own personal library, you can see just the stuff you care about. If I go back home, I can actually go to Pixar. Almost every Pixar film ever made is on here. The only two that aren't available are Coco, which will be coming at the end of the month, and Incredibles 2, which will be coming next year. Similar, you see both movies. They also split it out by series, so like Toy Story and Cars, and there's even originals. There's an original short series with Forky, who made his reappearance in Toy Story 4 and Ham, and Forky asks a question where he ponders things like, what is money and what is a friend? If I go back, I can switch over to the Marvel section, which in the last few days has had a huge boost of content. Originally, some things weren't supposed to be there that ended up being there. They moved up Avengers Endgame, they brought back things like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so 16 of the MCU films are here. There's also series like Marvel's Runaway and Agent Carter, but what's really cool is all the animated content like Marvel's X-Men and Spider-Man, stuff that I remember watching as a kid, which I can't wait to watch again on Disney Plus. If I go back home, I can then see Star Wars. And Star Wars, every Star Wars movie is available here in 4K, with the exception of the last film, the Last Jedi, which will be coming at the end of December to Disney Plus, and Solo, which will be coming next year. The Rise of the Skywalker, which is coming to theaters in the end of December, will be on Disney Plus exclusively starting next year, probably around the summer, around July. If I go back, I can see Nat Geo, and I think Nat Geo, one thing that I really like about having it here is there's a huge amount of series content where you can just find things that might be interesting. There's also some really incredible films like Free Solo, which won Best Documentary last year, which is a great movie, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you should. I'm actually going to add that to my watch list because I wanted to take another look at it later. If I go back home and scroll down, you can see there's originals and recommendations and hit movies like Avatar and things that are trending on the platform. They also have really nice search. So I'm going to search for a movie like The Mighty Ducks, which unfortunately isn't available on Disney Plus. But one thing that I really appreciate that Disney Plus does is right here it tells me, hey, it's not available, but this is when it will be available. So I know exactly when it's coming. If you go back to search as well, you can see they build collections around certain pieces of content. So like I can go to princesses and only see Disney princess content. If I go to my watch list, I can see all the movies that I had added to my watch list to catch it later. If you haven't seen Heavyweights, go see it. Ben Stiller, 1995, one of Judd Apatow's original movies. Love that film. There's another section, Originals, where you can see all the original series. One movie that I think you'll love to watch is Noelle, which stars Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. It's going to be one of those Christmas comedies that I feel like you're going to watch with your families for years and years to come. Then there's a section around movies where you can see all the different movies on the service. You can see it sorted alphabetically by category, or even see only those available in 4K. There's about 70 films available day one in 4K, and even some that you wouldn't have expected to. Films that were shot on traditional film, which allows older movies to be available in 4K. And then series, you're going to see both original stuff and then stuff that that have been added over the course of years. Boy Meets World being one that I was pleasantly surprised to see there. 7 seasons of the show. You can really see Corey and Sean grow up and the buddy-buddy story that it is. Going to add that to my watch list as well. Last thing I wanted to show you is one thing that Disney Plus has is the ability to create profiles. So you can see you can even create a kid's profile. So what you do is you go and you select Add Profile. You choose the icon you want. There seems to be a little hiccup right now, but if I go and select the one that I did, what you'll actually see is that it will change the entire interface to be much more kid-friendly and only show content that would be appropriate for a kid. So you can see like Disney Channel and Disney Junior content like Doc McStuffins and things around adventures and different sections like you have on the other one, but much more kid-friendly content. So that is Disney Plus for you. We're going to bring you a whole lot more of content around it. If you're looking for questions to how to install it on your favorite device or how to bundle it with Hulu, visit us at thestreamable.com. Make sure you click subscribe because we have other great Disney Plus content coming your way.